Howdy, howdy. Welcome to session 6 of the Good, the Scum, and the Villainy. We have had a lot going on over 5 sessions. So I'm going to quickly kind of bring us back up to speed with a quick recap, and then we will launch into the fun. So the 4 of these scoundrels had been working together for a bit, essentially running illegal smuggling out of the back of a medical clinic on Ryloth, run by Zaish. And they did this for a hut named Bargos the Hutt, and Bargos the Hutt asked them to come to Tatooine. So the 4 of them went to Tatooine, began to realize that maybe they were being set up, ran, and escaped the clutches of Bargos the Hutt on Tatooine by stealing a ship. They then went into orbit, found out about a potential job that the person who owned the ship had, Trex, decided, sure, let's do that. So they went back down to Tatooine, picked up a crate of a baby crate dragon, as well as a crate egg, came back into orbit, and ran into some Imperials. The Imperials then shot them almost completely out of the sky. They were boarded by a TIE pilot, which, after a bit of dancing around and some stressful moments, Gal just decided to shoot him in the head. So they then jumped into hyperspace and came to a space station called the Wheel, which is a bit of a smuggler's way station slash city slash kind of hub. So they're on the Wheel. They exchange the crate dragon and the egg to the buyer. And the buyer then says, hey, I've got some more work for you. So the next day they went and came to the office of Isotech, which is a security firm. And a Twi'lek named Rome said, hey, I've got a proposition for you. Apparently he has got an inside line on a long-lost clone freighter called the Salnalor. And he is hoping that the 4 of you can go and actually find this for him. And the discussion begins. Gal decides, after I tell him that, yeah, about 20,000 credits, this is kind of a high bid. He then says to Rome, I think we want 25,000 credits for this job. In which Rome then grabs him by the shoulder and says, we need to talk. So that's where we're going to start, is with the private conversation between Gal and their potential new employer, because they have not signed off on this yet, with Rome. But before we do that, a couple things we need to talk about. One, you'll notice that we have some new obligation on the chart, and that is tied to the fact that you stole a ship and ran from Bargos the Hutt. So Bargos now has a bounty on all of you. We do not have any obligation this session, though, but we will roll for obligation at the end of the session to figure out what the obligation will be for session 7. We also need to come up with a destiny pool. So I have got it cleared out, gents. If you don't mind rolling a destiny pool for me. Zaish gives me a dark side. Thank you very much. Dash with 2 light sides.
That's what I'm here for.
Lucy gives me 2 dark. And DZ is a little bit delayed. B5. So if someone can roll for him. Gal, do you mind doing that? You're right there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So we are going to start off with 2 light side and 5 dark side, which makes me super, super happy. Oh, there's our favorite droid. All right, wonderful. So let's set the scene. We are now in the office of Isotech with Rome pulling Zaish aside. The last thing that he said to you, Zaish, is he said, you know what? He laughed when you said the 25,000 credits. He goes, I like you.
I'm Gal.
I am very, very interested in your offer. I have a bit of a counter offer for you. You see, we need to discuss something. Particularly, we need to discuss your friend Kodo. Because I think that's going to have an impact on what I'm charging you. So how long have you known this Kodo?
Who?
Kodo, your friend, over there.
He's gesturing to Dash.
Well, about a year or so. Why?
Okay. So, to be clear, Kodo is going to be part of this job, right? You're going to take this man with you?
Of course, he's essential.
Well, wonderful, because he owes me just a little bit of money. So, I think we now need to take a look at what you are going to get paid, because we're going to take out what Kodo owes me. So Kodo, about 3 years ago, Kodo, he was doing a little bit of running for me, back and forth, back and forth. He got a very legal shipment that needed to be sent over to Cloud City over at Bespin, and he took the shipment, and like an amateur, he got boarded by the Imperials. He then allowed my shipment to get confiscated by the Imperials, and then thought that he would not owe me the 10,000 credits that shipment was worth. I've tried to track him down, could not find my friend, and look who walks into my office. But Kodo. So, let's now discuss your 25,000 credit offer. I'm thinking it's a little bit closer to 10,000 credits, and will call me even on my friend Kodo's debt.
Oops. Buddy.
Do we agree?
All right, buddy. Sounds like a deal.
Fantastic. So 10,000 credits. Now, here is what is going to happen. Now, a message pod, the message pod that we received, this is where I'm getting the coordinates for the South Lenore, where I think it might be. And it was sent to my father. My father is long dead. I have since taken over the company. And what I need you to do is go to these coordinates. I'm hoping that the ship will be there in orbit for you. And once you locate it, I need you to inventory and do a survey of the ship. Figure out what is there. If there's any technologies or variables that are on the ship, I need you to bring them back to me. Depending on the quality of the goods you bring back, we can do as much as double for payment, depending on what you're able to find. Now, I am a little concerned because there's also the possibility that the original owner, Captain Ray Harsal, is still alive. If he is still alive, he may also have the Arcanian Chatala with him. She is very valuable to me. She is a incredibly amazing cybertech scientist and researcher. If any of the original crew of the Salnor are alive, I need you to bring them back to me. Alive. If that happens, we can talk about a bonus on top of it. Now, the only concern I have, Gal, this is fantastic, by the way. I'm super excited that you are going to do this for me. And I think that the 8,000 credits we agreed on is a very generous offer.
You're hilarious.
So, my concern is her soul is a bit of a volatile person. And I am concerned that he will not accept that you are there on my behalf. So I have secured, and he's being delivered tomorrow, I have secured a droid. He is IT-3PO, a standard protocol droid, a much older model. He used to work with the captain. You should bring him with you. He will do a few things for you. One, he has got information, and he's familiar with the entire crew. He used to work on the ship. He will be able to verify to Harsol that you, in fact, are working for me and are there to rescue them. If they are dead, he can identify the bodies, and he will know that you have found the correct ship. So I will have that droid brought to your ship tomorrow afternoon. As soon as the droid arrives, I expect you to leave the wheel and head to the coordinates that I'm giving you. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, we were planning on leaving anyways as soon as possible.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
So now he kind of turns you back around, walks you back into the center of the room, and, says,
Kodo, you pretended like you did not recognize me. It is very good to see you. I have talked to your friend here. He has made it clear that we are going to be able to resolve our little dispute. So you do this for me, and you and I, we will be even. And I am very excited that the four of you, the droid is coming as well, correct?
I'm staring at my data pad, and I'll kind of pretend like I have no idea who he is, and I'll look up. Oh, Rome! Yes. It's a pleasure seeing you here. I can't wait to pay off my debt. We came here to pay off the debt, so it's our droid friend here is going to be coming with us, and we'll get you your components and anything you need, Rome. Kind of look back at the data pad.
Kodo, I missed you. Kodo. It's good to see you again. I'm glad that you're back working for me. This makes me very happy. Very, very happy. All right. So once you have collected everything, I want you to meet me on Raxus Prime. There I have an office and an establishment, and you can bring everything there to Raxus Prime. The one concern I have, of course, is the Imperial presence on Raxus Prime, but I will take care of that. I will get you on to Raxus Prime, and if you have anything that is of issue, I will be able to get you through the blockades and things like that. So no concerns there. Just meet me on Raxus Prime once you get everything taken care of. Okay. Any questions? Tomorrow, the 3PO droid will be delivered to your ship. I've got the coordinates here.
he hands the data pad over to you, Gal.
Any concerns or questions?
Nope.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I will see all of you tomorrow afternoon at your ship when I deliver the droid.
And now he's just kind of like, good to see you, kind of like motioning you out of his office
Thank
to
you
leave.
for this fantastic opportunity.
Did we even get any of those
You're-
drinks?
You're quite welcome.
No, he's very interested in you leaving now.
Scurrying
All right. So, you guys head out to the streets of the wheel, and like we talked about before, the wheel has many different levels. The level that you're on now is multi-storied. So there's buildings on either side of you. There's walkways for you to go. It's really kind of neat because the ceiling has some sort of digital imaging that makes it look like a sky. So you don't feel quite as confined. and the area is yours. What are we gonna do next? You've got a day.
Just quickly to /Kodo. Big shock there. Zeish will just ask, do you have a preferred name? Is this new name something you would like us to use going forward? I don't want to use a name and disrespect you.
Dash is good. And he has the data pad in his hand, trying to act inconspicuous, and nothing occurred.
Okay. Gal is going to slap the data pad out of his hand. Get right up in his face. You're welcome. Any other secrets?
Welcome for what?
We're getting rid of that debt for you. I
Oh,
could have just thrown you to the wolves, buddy.
well, I appreciate it. I
Better.
certainly do, and I think Rome will view us very highly now that we're working for him. And it came through a various poor circumstances that the debt wasn't paid off. You caught me at a bad time. Let's just say I was working on it, and just
Jabba, I was
circumstances
headed
played
right
out.
there.
Thank
You know what? I thought you learned how to lie for me better. I'm very disappointed.
That's your job. And I think let's just get this job done. We'll clear the debt, and you'll have a pilot on your hands, and we'll have a nice contact in Rome.
Shopping!
I'm gonna pick up the data pad.
If it helps,
Check if it cracked.
if it helps, aside from the very established ones that we all already know about, I don't have any outstanding debts.
Yeah,
I love that Zeish confesses to nothing. No one asked.
Look, I paid off my student loans. Everything is great. Yeah.
Just running spice through the back of my clinic.
That's right.
but to your
Looking
point,
for the huts.
no other, nothing outstanding, no other secrets for you.
All right.
Inside
so
check.
you guys are heading out through the streets of the Wheel. You've already gone. You already are familiar with the blasted asteroid, which is the probably the bigger of the cantinas there. Is there anything that we want to do before we receive the droid tomorrow afternoon?
Shopping.
All right, who's going where? Are we going together? Are we splitting up? What's the plan?
I mean, you guys can all go. Yeah, y'all can go back to the ship if you want.
It's probably a good idea for me to pick up some medical things. So
I was going to go back to the ship to check out the auxiliary fighter that we have.
Yep. All right, so we're going to have Dash headed back to the ship. Zeish?
going shopping with Gal. I don't think being alone is a good idea. I'll be carted around and then pick out some medical stuff.
All right. We're going to have a great Pretty Woman montage with you guys with shopping bags, the two
100%.
of you. Gal is trying on this, and Zeish going, no, the other one. All right, so we'll do that montage in a little bit. I do want to know what B5's plans are. You're on mute, DZ.
How about now?
Hey.
There we go.
Oh, I have been talking this entire time.
Oh no.
We have been
I
ignoring
will
you.
attempt shopping expedition.
All right, so we've got the three of them going shopping, and then we've got Dash headed over to the ship. Let's do Dash first. So you guys split up. The three of you go shopping. Dash, you're able, a couple levels, go up to the hangar. You walk into the private hangar where you guys have the ship, and you see your VCX, the Silent Winter, getting worked on there. Now, one reminder: don't forget you got to pick up that spoofing item that you guys bought, so that you can change the name. Of the
let's
ship
go get
itself. So yeah, we can make that part of the shopping trip when we get back to there. So, Dash, you walk out on there. There's you've got a whole the crew that was hired by the portmaster. They're still working on it. There's several repair droids scurrying around. It looks like they're in pretty good shape. The portmaster is at his console.
I'm gonna walk up and point to the Silent Winter and say, I'm going to hop on board quickly just to make some logistical checks inside.
Help yourself. We're gonna be done by morning.
So I'll head in and head to the auxiliary fighter area.
Okay, you're there.
Do I notice anything at a first glance? Any sort of issues? Any sort of missing components?
No, it looks like it's fully functional. So you guys have, for those watching, they have a VCX, which is, if you've ever watched Rebels, it's the same type of ship that the Rebels had, the Ghost. And they've got not only a huge freighter, but at the top of the freighter is attached to it is a small fighter. And that's what Dash. So Dash, you do kind of a check over and look at it. It's in phenomenal shape. Luckily, did not get hit with your scrap with the TIE fighters 2 days ago. It also looks like nobody's kind of doing any repairs. Droids are kind of underfoot a little bit as you are walking around. You've got droids scurrying around, checking this console, working on this thing. Most of the actual repair people, though, are on the under side of the ship. So you're in the ship alone, outside of maybe 5 or 6 droids that are scurrying around the freighter itself.
Yeah. So if it looks good, everything looks in good condition. I'm gonna head to the kind of the driver's chair, the captain's chair. Put my feet up on the dash and I have a direct comm link to Gal.
You do.
I'm going to comm link Gal and say, Gal, the fighter looks in pristine condition. I can't wait to utilize it against more TIE fighters. Any chance that you can pick up some repair modules for B5? I'll send you some credits. I got some credits for you. And kind of cut the comm link.
Nice. No conversation.
That was very suspicious.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, so we're going to cut back to the shopping trip. So we've got the 3 of you guys. You guys are on the wheel. And where are we headed first?
Well, I guess we're getting repair modules now.
All right, so you guys want to head. There's a droid repair shop that's very close to the blasted asteroid. Is that where we want to go?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. You guys head in that direction. And you walk in, and gentleman behind the counter. I think, actually, if I remember correctly, it's somebody we've already met. Or did we?
That's not good.
No, it's not somebody. You haven't met this person yet. So, yeah. So he's you got a gentleman behind the counter, and what can I do for you?
We need some repair modules for my buddy here. Say hi.
Excellent,
I
excellent.
wave mechanically.
Yeah, I've got some extra parts. We can take care of that. Give me just a minute. I'll step in the back, and we'll come right back out, and I'll get those for you. And he kind of looks you over B5 to kind of get a sense of maybe what he needs to grab to get you back up to 100%.
I do a little spin for him.
he notes the model, and he kind of nods. He goes, man. He goes, we don't see a whole lot of those droids around. Oh, that's an old droid. All right, I'll be right back. So he steps out. Who steps in? So in the back of the shop, at the door, you guys are at the counter, and the shop is not huge. It's only like about 20 foot by 30 foot. But who steps into the door is somebody that you met previously. It's a woman.
Great.
Well, that gives it away, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, woman walks in. She is accompanied with the Lam that she was sitting with at the.
Oh, we're
at
doing
the
this
bar.
now, huh?
And she has with her.
Should have gone to the weapon shop first.
She's got with her 3 gentlemen. So she steps in, and you see her. As soon as the last of her friends comes in, they hit the door. You see the door of the shop close, and the equivalent of turning the open sign to closed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't suppose you remember my combat stance command codes there, gal?
It's been a little while since I looked at that sheet, but I'm gonna see if I can. Real quick.
Just don't say antiquing. That's all.
Okay.
Well,
again.
well. Look who's here, my friends from the cantina.
Hello. We met very briefly.
Negative. You were not friendly.
If I recall correctly, you're quite rude, actually.
Well, no need to be rude now. How do I put this? I need to take the 3 of you and wherever your 4th friend is on a little trip back to Tatooine. And we can do this easy or we can do it hard. I would prefer to do it easy. So why don't you hand over all of your little cute weapons over to my friends, and we'll head to my ship and we'll get this all resolved. Because I'm sure whatever misunderstanding you have with the Hutts can be quickly sorted out as soon as I drop you off and get paid.
Oof.
You're risking your good reputation starting a conflict within the wheel.
You have no lines in this place, sir.
Okay,
I don't
that's
negotiate with droids.
E5 squints.
So the 3 gentlemen that she's with, they kind of come up to each one of you, and obviously want you to hand over your weapons.
I hold up my hands.
I have no weapons.
I don't actually have any weapons either.
Oh,
Don't say it suspiciously like I was lying.
Oh no, I wasn't. Wait, what? I have so many weapons. I could kill all of you right now. What are we doing here?
That's the spirit.
I didn't mean to have my voice on there. That was meta commentary.
So
Gal will go ahead and hand over the blaster pistol, his only blaster pistol, obviously.
gotcha. So keeping the holdout blaster.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, could we at least get the repair modules for my friend? Because if the Hutts want him, they probably want him in one piece, right? He's barely holding it together, right?
I am in very poor condition.
Right.
Are you fully repaired at this point? I'm showing you right now.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
I think he's fully repaired, but if I recall correctly, the repairs were not done in a way where he would be completely in his state before Tatooine.
There was some improvisation there. It was like those repair kits that we're getting now, so it's not
the
like
repair patches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm full health or wounds or whatever, but not in my original state. Yeah.
So the shopkeeper comes back out, and he's got like a box of components. He kind of freezes, seeing that his shop is now crowded with 5 additional people. And he goes, Okay. I'm happy to help you guys as soon as I take care of things with them. Just give me just a moment. She steps forward.
There's no business being happening today. All of my friends here are finished shopping. We're all leaving. Search him.
So one of the guys is coming over and is going to do a search on you, Doug. Now, if I remember correctly, bring up your holdout blaster. I think they get a setback die or something when they try to find it. Is that in the...
Does not say on the character sheet.
Pretty sure they get a set. I think they get like 2 setback. Looking for a holdout blaster. So, what is your skullduggery?
Skullduggery is
Doug
1
got
yellow, 3 green.
All right, so that's going to be 1 red, 3 purple against, and then 2 setback against the perception skill of our gentleman that is searching you. Let's see how he does. All right. So he kind of pats you down, looks, turns back to the woman, says, he's clean. Does the same kind of, another one looks over B5, finds nothing. Another one looks over and has nothing to find on Zaish. So finds no weapons on Zaish. Shall we?
I mean, are we grabbing the repair modules or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
We bought them.
Okay. Well, I didn't pay yet.
Yeah, I'm sure Bargos will be happy to do whatever repairs need to be done on your droid. We're leaving now.
The LOM
Fine.
droid, the LOM is now kind of crouching in on everybody's personal space, getting behind you and you know, kind of pushing things forward a little bit.
Okay.
How big is the door to the store? Like, how many people can go through at once?
It's more comfortable if one person goes at a time, but in theory, 2 people could probably squeeze through it.
All right, what order are we going to be going through the door in? Are they like going to be the first ones out, or are we going to be the first ones out?
So it looks like the woman's going to try to go through first. And then the LOM is behind you with 2 guys. And then, so there's 1 guy with her and the LOM and 3 people behind you and 2 people behind you. So there's three beings behind you.
All right, I'm going to try to, once the 3 of us are outside of the door, I'm going to try to, like, very quickly, like, reach in and slap the door close thing so that it separates the ones that are behind us, and we're just outside with her and the other one.
Interesting. Don't dislike this idea. Don't dislike this idea. We're going to definitely need a roll, but I need to think of what I want that roll to be.
Coordination.
All right. So she walks through. She's got the one nondescript guy with her. He walks through. You guys are now passing through, and I assume B5, you're positioning to be the last of the 3 of you to walk through the door. And yeah, I'm okay with a coordination check. I think coordination's probably good. So let's do a coordination check. It's going to be average.
I've got some stuff here. I remove setbacks from coordination checks. Okay.
I found list now.
You're going to go up against 2 purples. And actually, well, this is your roll. Do you wish to use a destiny point? All 2 of them?
I gave you another one there, so what are we? No, go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use a dark side point to upgrade the difficulty.
Okay.
So you're going to be going against one purple, 1 red. I'm ready for a coordination roll from you, sir. Very nice.
All right.
Yay.
All right. So for that threat, I'm going to have the one guy that's with her. He is going to have his pistol out. That's how I'm going to use that threat. So he's already going to be armed and ready. But yeah, the door slams shut. You guys will get a round before they can get that door back open again. So let's quickly do some initiative here. So let me make sure the initiative is clear. The initiative is clear. So I need You guys can do either cool or vigilance, whichever is better for you.
Definitely cool.
Definitely vigilance. Oh, I had a red die on mine still.
Oh, that's because you're not doing it.
Oh, because I
you're not
didn't
doing
roll
the
initiative.
roll.
Right. Yep.
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 So it looks like
Do it here.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Gal, you also have to do it off initiative.
My bad. Where is that?
It's under combat.
It's in combat.
Okay. Thank you. Oh goodness.
Very nice. All right.
He's
So
excited.
Very cool.
We're going to go ahead and do our check. And theirs is definitely going to be vigilance. So this is going to be 1. Let's see, where that roll did not go through. Did it go through? Oh, there it is. There's 1.
Jeez.
Lam is going to roll. And then we'll have her roll as well.
You had Bounty Hunter 2 do a cool check?
They're cool. They were the same. Vigilance and cool were the same.
Okay.
All right. So
Plus,
let's.
they're probably on alert for waiting for us to do something. I can see them being prepared.
Us? Do
All
something?
right. So,
No.
like I mentioned, you guys are going to have an extra turn before the Lam and the 2 other gentlemen get through the door. So the final order is PC slot. We've got 2 NPC slots, and then PC, NPC, PC. So who wants to take the first slot?
Gal will.
Okay.
Did roll it.
As an incidental, I think this would be an incidental. How do I turn my communication device on?
Yeah, that's an incidental.
Okay, I'll turn it on, and then very loudly declare, "Oh my, would you look at all the Gungans?"
I'm going to assume that Gal had described some code language and sprout up out of my seat.
Pull up your .txt file of all the
Right.
Protocol deactivated.
Sprout up out of
Trainees,
my seat.
Please retreat to a safe distance.
Yay, you finally get to use that. He's gonna quick draw and then just shoot the lady in the back, of course.
Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead.
A quick draw is free, so I can aim and then shoot.
That's correct. And you're short distance, so it's only 1 purple, and you're
And
going
I
to get
get-
a boost for the aim.
And I
So-
think it's a blue dice for my scoundrel thing. Where's the tree? Where is the tree?
It'll be under skills, so just go to skills, and you should scroll
Okay.
under combat. So go to the combat tab, scroll down to skills, and all your skills from the tree are there.
Well, I mean the ability the scoundrels get when they attack someone that hasn't done anything the turn yet.
Yeah, it should be listed on your sheet. So let me bring up your sheet. Hold on.
Sorry.
That's all right, man. So if we go to
Combat.
character sheet, we go to combat. So you've got quick draw. Once per round, draw or holster a weapon as an incidental, which you just did. I think you're talking about quick strike. Add a boost
Yes.
die per rank of quick strike to combat
there it is.
checks against targets that have not acted this encounter. So you're going to get an
Yes.
additional boost from your quick strike.
All right.
And
Yes.
the pool is ready for you, sir.
Hold out pistol.
All right. So it's going to be 7 damage. Which
Woo.
so that will be, it does hit her. You hit her in the back. It looks like she's got some sort of armor, so she's more pushed forward than actually hurt by your shot. What would you like to do with those advantages?
Can I knock her on her face?
Yeah, you know what? For all 5, I'll let you do a knockdown. You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, so you actually blast her in the back. She falls forward onto the ground and takes a little bit of damage. Next slot, this is going to be her. So as a maneuver, she is going to roll over and draw her pistol. And she's going to take a shot at you, sir. This will be an easy check for her as well. So 1 purple. She draws her heavy blaster pistol and fires at you. All right, so that is going to be a total of 11 damage minus your soak.
Okay.
So what you can do, Gal, if it's really easy, if you click on your token, the little red circle, you can just put a, let's see, what is your soak?
3.
3, so it'll end up being 8 damage, so just do a +8.
Okay.
What does that look like, Gal, when you get shot?
He's going to take it in the gut.
Okay.
Just gonna bend, just double over a little bit, like, ow!
You shot me.
That was supposed to kill you.
All right. So the next guy, he's going to be by himself, which means I need to drop his minion size down to 1 because he's not going to get the benefit of everybody else. He is immediately recognizing the next threat standing is B5. So he's going to pop a shot at B5. Yeah. He is not using a point. Would you like to make this a little bit harder for him, B5, and flip a point?
What's he wielding?
Heavy blaster pistol, same gun she is.
Okay. Just gonna look. Okay, she rolled 4 successes, so those do 7 damage.
Yep.
And my soak is 4, so no, I'll leave it.
All right. All right, so he pops a shot. The guy by himself hits you. It's going to hit you for, it's going to be 7 + 1, so it's going to be 8 damage. And he's going to pass a boost die to the next NPC that acts. All right, we've got a PC slot. This either can be B5 or it can be Zaish.
They're the only 2 that are outside, right?
Correct, right now. Gal, you have to put in your
so-
rules, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. I have it on my character. Do I need to click away?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So are the other NPCs going to open the door on their next slot? Is that how that's going to work?
So you're going to get it. You're going to get PCs are going to get a. We're going to go to the top of the order. So the NPCs are done. So it's basically going to be you and Zaish that get to act, and then we're.
Yeah, I'm just wondering when the door opens.
The door's bottom of the order. So
Okay.
after you and Zaish act.
Then it doesn't matter if I go next. If you wanted to go, Zaish,
Uh,
or I can go.
yeah. You just go do a murder because it might, or do some violence.
You
'cause
don't
it might
know.
free some things up. I don't.
You don't
I actually
know.
specifically know that you're not going to do a murder. At least I hope so.
I'm going to attempt not to do a murder. Although I am in full engagement mode now, thanks to Gungans. So is there a panel on the outside of the door, like when the guy comes in to work in the morning, he has to like unlock it? One of
There is.
those?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and smash the hell out of that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That will be an average roll, and let's go ahead and do a brawl check. So go to your skills and go to brawl.
Yep. Brawling. This I will add a force die to.
All right. Go ahead and flip the
Yes.
destiny point for me.
Point.
That puts us back to 2 and 6. I am upgrading the roll, so you're good to go.
Give me a fucking
Bloody-
break.
So you punch it, B5, and sparks come off. It turns out it's not going to prevent the door from being opened, but you do have 2 advantages. How would you like to use those advantages?
Should have aimed first, I guess. Let me look at the.
God, look at those
Menu.
purple dice.
Is
You got 4 failures on your 2 purples. That's terrible.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this
Um,
dice roller hates us.
Just me. What are the maneuvers? Because I could use 2 to get an extra maneuver.
Yep. You could use that to draw weapons. You could use that to.
I'm unarmed. Everybody knows that. I am going to. I'm just going to pass the boost die on to the next
Gotcha.
person.
So whatever Zaish is going to do, or the next roll is going to
Yeah.
get a boost die.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and like go to the woman and like just stand on top of her, basically. Just either try to pin her down or at least be engaging her so that she can't fire her weapon as well.
Yep. So you move. You punch the thing, immediately draw it back. You're now engaged with her. So you're right on top of her, not physically touching her, but you're right there with her. As she just finished shooting Gal, saw you punch the door. Other bounty hunter is shot you, a little bit taken aback by all of this. The crowded streets are clearing out. It appears that this may not be too uncommon here on the wheel. This type of disagreement. What is Zaish doing?
Yeah. So I had a couple things, but I think Gal is extremely hurt.
A bit.
So I'm just gonna take my turn to use up one of my stim packs to heal you for 5.
So I'm imagining Zaish pulling his stim pack out, and in my mind, Gal gets shot. Gal is like hurt, right? He struggles back kind of into you, and there's just Zaish hits him on the back and just pops him with a stim pack.
Just sorry.
So Gal, you can go ahead and you can do a -5 on your wounds.
And then I'm gonna take a maneuver to. This is a really bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it might set up some things later. Is where Gal was in front of me, so I could do the stab. I'm just gonna like kind of move around from the back of him and in front of the other bounty hunter.
Gotcha. So you're gonna get between. So it's gonna be the bounty hunter, and you're gonna get between the bounty hunter and Gal.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You're a better person than I am, or a better roadman than I would be. All right. I want to now cut back to the hangar. So you heard the Gungan announcement come over the comm.
Yeah, I'm going to frantically start sprinting out of the silent winter towards what I would assume would be the repair shop, because I comlinked to Gal for repairs. So I'm sprinting, looking at maps as I pass the mall center
The mall
terminal
kiosk.
maps. Right, trying to figure out where the repair shop is and sprinting towards it.
Can we burn a light side point to put it really close to the hangar?
True.
So I was going to say it's going to take 3 rounds of combat before Dash shows up, but for a light side, I can have him show up when the door opens. How does that sound?
Heck
That
yes.
sounds
There you go.
great.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
brought the Ox Fighter.
I did it.
All right, you flipped to Destiny, so we're at 1-7, which is fantastic. And we do have the door now beginning to open. Cody, if you'd go ahead and do a vigilance check for me under combat, go to initiative and hit vigilance.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put you now in the order. All right, so we now have a PC slot before 2 NPCs open up. So the door begins to open. Dash is running down the street, and is almost there. Right now, we're going to say you're at median distance, Dash. Who wants to take the first PC slot?
Let
Maybe
B5
I
take
should.
care of the angry lady.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll just give her the old vibro knucklers to the face.
Okay.
Maybe I'll aim first.
All right. So that's going to give you a boost die for the aim.
Yes, if she's
And-
prone. There's another one.
Correct. You get a second because she is prone. So you have 2 boost die, 1 for prone, 1 for aim against 2 difficulty. Ready for her to get punched in the face.
Yeah, let me switch back to combat here. Got my vibros. Okay. A good roll.
Yay!
Hey!
All right. So that's 3 plus 1. So it's 4, 5, 6. And it's Pierce 1, which means that it ignores 1 of her soak. So you're going to do 6 damage. That is going to put her... so describe to me what happens, B5.
Well, first, I have an ability that I've been waiting millennia to use, and it is Precision Strike, which means when I roll a critical hit with a melee brawler lightsaber, I can suffer 1 strain to change it to any critical injury. So let me look at what the one die. Well, so for the early one, it's 1 severity crits, and then as you upgrade the ability, you can switch it to higher level. So it's all of the up through like 40 on the crit table.
All right, so you have enough. You can crit her once using 2 of those advantages. Yep. So let's go ahead and roll the crit and see what she gets, and then you can decide if you want to change it, because it's possible she's going to get better than what you would change it to, right?
And you also get
Very
plus
true.
10 to the result because of Vicious.
Correct, and Vicious gives it plus 10. That's correct. So let's
Vicious.
do plus 10. All right, so she got a... let's see here. Actually, it's going to be... All right, so Sudden Jolt may only act during last hero initiative slot. So it's going to throw her, and she's going to have to take the last slot. Is that where you want to keep it, or do you want to change that to another?
I would like that to be... Oh, I could flip a destiny point. No, let's do stunned, which is cannot perform an action on next turn.
Oh, I did that incorrectly. Okay. So cannot perform an action next turn? Great. So she will not take an action next turn. All right, beautiful. She is set. So now this next NPC slot is going to be the Lam.
Oh, wait. So that was my action. I aimed for a maneuver.
Yep.
Could I potentially use the other 2 and use a maneuver to like kneel on her?
Yep, you sure can, to keep her prone.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll take the other 2 advantages, and we'll have you kneel right on her chest after just punching her right in the face. All right. So the door
Stand down.
The door opens. The Lam is there, immediately seeing you on top of his boss, and he is going to fire. So this is going to be 1 difficulty, but the difficulty is upgraded because she is engaged with you. He is going to take a maneuver to get through the door, so he does not have anything to aim with. He draws his pistol and takes a shot at you. All right, so he fires. It flies past you. B5 does not hit you. But you now recognize that the door, in fact, is open. The next slot is going to be the minions. The minions are going to move on Gal and attempt to engage him. So that's their 1 maneuver. And then they are going to basically try to take control of Gal. and restrain him. So let me just see here. They're going
Nobody
to do
controls Gal. Not even Gal.
So they're going to do a brawl check
Ugh.
against Gal. That's going to be, let me clear out my pool here. That's going to be 2 difficulty. And they are going to use a dark side point to upgrade it. All right. They do 4 damage, and you are now surrounded by them, Gal, and they've got you basically, both arms are, they've grabbed onto both of your arms, kind of punched you in the chest and roughed you up a little bit. So take 4 minus your soak. Whatever your soak you said was 3?
Yeah.
So you only end up taking 1 damage. All right, we have got 2 PC slots next. So that is going to be any of the 3 of you other than B5.
I'm assuming I can't shoot them now that they're engaged with me, right?
You can attempt a maneuver, or you can use a maneuver to get unengaged for them.
Okay. If no one cares, then yeah, I'll go ahead and go.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. We'll.
So it's going to be just a quick brawl check for you to basically escape from them.
Oh no.
Is the one that was outside, is he back in the other group now, or is he still a separate group?
No, they're all one group. They all are going to act as one minion group.
Yeah, he just walked right past me.
Here we go.
Imagining Sage's like, stop, don't come any closer. And he just strolls right past it.
Pushes me out of the way, yeah.
Oh hey.
Nice.
All right, very nice. So you have no trouble, Gal, breaking free of them. Where are you headed? That's your maneuver. You can take 2 strain to do another maneuver if you want to get unengaged with them.
Yeah. Well, where's the nearest cover?
There's all kinds of cover all over the place. So you guys are in the streets. The people have kind of cleared out. There's crates. There's chairs. Yeah, you have no trouble finding cover.
Okay. Gal's gonna run behind a swoop bike that's chained to a light pole.
A swoop bike. But yeah, there's a stack of like crates that are just outside the door, whether it might be a delivery or something for him. So you're able to, for 2 strain, so add 2 strain.
Can do.
You're able to get behind that crate.
Yep.
And you still have an action.
We'll take a shot at the minion group. They don't seem to care about the dock, so it's okay if I leave him. Right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, that's going to be 1 difficulty. Because of the mayhem and the chaos, it's going to give you 1 setback. So you're going up against 1 purple, 1 black die. I'm ready when you are.
Hold out pistol.
So you fire, and shots, several shots. Some of them are hit them, but they don't seem to be doing any damage. Total chaos happening at this point. What would you like to do with that? Those 3 advantages, sir?
Banging for the next guy.
All right, so that's gonna be 3 boosts to the next guy. And what I'm anticipating, Dash, is you're running up. If you're gonna take the next slot, there's all kinds of chaos. The minions and everybody is really kind of ducking, moving, and stuff. Gives you a huge advantage coming into this situation because so far you've not been part of this. So whatever you end up doing, we're gonna give you 3 boost die.
Okay. So maneuvering, running towards them to short range, right? I could do that.
Yep. So that's 1 maneuver.
Am I able to maneuver, take 2 strain, and aim?
So that would end up being 3 maneuvers because it's going to be 1 maneuver for you to draw the gun.
Oh,
right?
okay.
You
Yeah.
So for 2 strain, you can draw your gun and then still take an action.
So I'll run up close to them, draw my gun, and take a shot. I'll pop the 2 strain out.
Yep, add the 2 strain, and who are you shooting at?
I just saw Gal take a shot at the minion group, so I'm going to shoot at them because it looks like the most direct threat.
All right,
you can
beautiful.
tell
So it's gonna be the
the
same
bad guys are
situation.
because the color of the lasers that are shooting.
Right.
So they're the ones shooting the red lasers.
And
So,
so,
all right, so you
Doc,
got-
like, Kern down his blaster bullets fly around him. Everyone's just ignoring.
There's
the
bolter
Rhodian.
fire going everywhere. We've got B5 punching a woman on the ground.
It is just like the C-3PO
So
scene
that's-
of like walking through mayhem and somehow not getting shot.
Exactly. All right, so the pool is ready. It's going to be 1 purple, 1 setback because of the chaos. I'm ready when you are, sir.
All right, and then we're using the boost, right, from Gal.
Oh, 3 boosts. Thank you. All right, so let me add those 3 boosts.
You're welcome.
Thank
Yeah.
I distracted them for you. That was my
If
intent.
Gal does anything, it's create chaos.
you. All right, all set.
All set, sir.
Oh, my nice.
All right. So you didn't shoot. You didn't do it off the gun. So do me a favor and go to the gun and tell me what the damage is on the gun.
Oh, is it?
It should be.
Let's see. And that should be in combat, right? Or item inventory.
Go to under combat. You should have a weapon.
Let's see. Sorry about that.
That's all right, man.
We are looking at 5 damage, 3 crit.
All right. So you're going to be able to crit, and when you crit a minion group, it takes 1 out automatically. So I assume you're going to want to crit.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and then you're doing 9 damage. That's going to be 5 plus your 4 successes. So with that 9 damage, that is going to be right. And we are now. So you describe this for me. So just this heroic moment where we see all of this chaos, and in the background we see Dash running down the street, drawing his pistol.
So
Just John Wicking it.
yeah. Yeah. No, I sprint past whatever sort of terrain is behind me, and I see Zaysh standing there with his hands up like this, and I'm trying to maneuver around Zaysh's hands. I see Gal run behind the crates and just immediately open fire on the group of bounty hunters threatening Gal.
Yeah, so the bounty hunters didn't even see you coming. So you pop one in the back, he immediately falls down. His gun goes flying. The other 2 are like, holy, and you hit one of them, doesn't take them out. So very, very good. All right, so far, this leaves our woman on the ground, taking the last NPC slot. So she just got punched in the face pretty good by B5. B5, you're on top of her chest. She is going to, let me just take a look at her loadout here.
Oh, I need to take that strain.
Yes,
And
you do. Sir.
she can't take an action, is that right, from the crit?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. She can't take an action. So we go to the top of the
She
thing.
cannot
That's
take
right.
an
I was thinking
action.
She had to act last.
I mean, well, she could potentially, I assume, still maneuver, although I'm still on top of her.
Yeah, she's done. She's done. So we're going to go to the last
Okay.
PC slot. So Zaysh,
Nothing.
saving the day,
Nothing to
does
say.
what?
Zaysh is gonna take a look around, take a quick assessment. Lady's being dealt with. The bounty hunters are getting shot. There's still alarm, so I'm gonna run up the alarm and try and take his gun.
Okay.
He's red.
He's very emboldened by Dash's success.
I'm
Like, well, these
resolving the
guys aren't giving
situation.
Excuse me, can I borrow
It's gonna
this?
be like, excuse me, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Can you please not shoot us? I just need, please.
So he sees you turn and come towards him, and he's just like,
Get out of the way!
No.
you... All right, let's do a brawl check. It's going to be against 2 difficulty. All the dice cancel each other out. So tell me what happens. He's there with his pistol.
Okay, first.
You step between him and everybody else, and you go and you grab the gun.
So I go for the gun, like I try to grab once, he just like lifts it up slightly, I go with the other hand. And I'm just like, we just play around in that space for a bit, like occasionally like I just tap it and like nudge it somewhere and like fires off and doesn't hit me thankfully. But yeah, I'm just annoying this guy.
Phenomenal. That's gonna hurt his ability to act. This is too good to not give you something for that roll.
Narrative
All right, we're back at
advantage.
the top. Anybody can act. We're gonna have a PC and then 2 NPCs.
B5.
Okay. Does it look like she intends to stand down or call off her team?
It does not appear to be the case, and what you do see her doing is she is trying to like grapple with you and get you off of her. So that it doesn't appear she has any type of melee weaponry or anything like that. She has dropped her pistol at this point and is just doing what she can to try to get you off of her.
Oh, good. She incidentally dropped her pistol. Excellent. I was going to try to disarm her. Then, I guess as an incidental, I'll just talk for a moment before doing the old puncheroo again.
Tell your men to stand down.
And I'll punch her in the face for emphasis.
Kill
Actually,
them!
That's not what he said at all.
It's not.
All right, you're gonna
really
give her
the
a punchy punch. So you get a boost because she's
Yes.
prone. It's 2 difficulty.
I'm aiming again.
You're aiming again, so that's going to be another boost.
Yes.
So it's 2 boost against and 2 purple against your brawl check with the knucklers.
Mhm. Let's throw a light side point on there.
Consider it done. Go ahead and use it up. I'm going to upgrade it. Ready when you are, sir.
Nice.
Very nice. 4, 5, 6, 7 with the Pierce 1. You will be able to do the disorient if you want. You'll be able to trigger that. Let's first do the damage. She's hurt pretty good. Not disabled or anything like that, but you're just punched her twice, and it's
MMA fight.
It's working.
Submit.
Do you want to go ahead and do that disorient?
Yeah, what is that? The action just says it gives them disoriented. What is that?
It's a condition. I don't have my conditions handy real quick. If anybody can Google it real quick for me. Just
I have a
boy.
cheat.
Well, yeah, let's go for it.
It's on the cheat sheet too, so I should have my cheat sheet open, and I don't.
I do.
Oh, actually,
see.
I do have it. Hold on.
Setback die to all skill checks.
Okay, so she's got a setback die to all her skill checks. Excellent.
Target is disoriented for a number of rounds equal to the ranks in disorient.
Yep, which is just one.
Yep,
But
so she'll have a setback on her next thing. All right, very nice.
she's gonna have some awful face scars from these vibronuclear blades.
All right, she's going to take this first slot, so she is going to attempt to get you off of her, and that's going to be a brawl check for her. It's going to be 2 difficulty, and she gets a setback. And she is going to use a dark side to upgrade it.
So it's just a plain difficulty roll? It's not like an opposed brawl versus brawl?
It won't be. It'll be just a straight 2 difficulty for being engaged. And let's see what her brawl is. Let's give that a roll. All right, so she is able to kind of push you over. Now, it does not knock you down, B5. It just basically slides you off of her, and she's now free. So that is one maneuver. She's going to take 2 strain to take a second maneuver. And then she is going to attempt to punch you.
That won't end.
Yeah, the old punch the metal face trick.
And she still will have her setback because of the disorientation.
She's probably slightly concussed.
Let's give her a brawl check. And so she punches, and she's actually with those 2 advantages. I think what she's going to do is give a setback to you.
Okay.
So kind of knocks you, punches a little bit harder than you thought, doesn't hurt you, but it disorients you a bit, and will put you on a setback on your next action.
Sure.
Next PC slot, the camera cuts to the Rhodian and the Lam just kind of juggling around with the gun itself. He's just gonna deck you.
Yep.
So that is going to be a brawl check. And that's going to be against 2 difficulty. Oh boy.
Oh no.
So that is going to be. Let me double check his brawn for damage. All right, so I need you to take 5 damage minus your soak.
So is it strain because he's unarmed, or is it damage?
It's damage.
Okay, cool. So minus my soak for all the armor that I have.
All right, and for the triumph, he's actually going to crit you.
Uh-huh.
So if you go to your sheet and roll your crit.
No offset.
He punched you good. You rolled a 91, so you're going to suffer 1 strain each time you perform an action. He hit you pretty good. Zay, may not have. In my mind, I think he knocked the wind out of you. Like, just and it's going to take you a little time to recover from that.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to surgery on myself later. That's fun.
All right, so we have now
Internal
got
surgery.
2 PC slots. Everybody but B5 can go.
Go ahead, Dash.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can go.
Go ahead, John Wick.
I'll go and I'll am I within short distance of them?
You are.
So I'll aim at the minion group because they have not gone yet. And I will take a shot at them.
All right, so it's going to be 1 difficulty plus a boost for the aim.
Yep.
For
I'll
2
use my
strain, you can
blaster
aim
this
again.
time. How are they looking? Can I
Uh,
see from where I'm at, or?
yeah, I mean, you've taken 1 out, so there's only 2 of them left. One of them's pretty close to being taken out. The other one seems okay.
Okay, so I'll take it's what, 1 more strain, or 2 more strain.
if you want to take
Okay.
another boost die. All right, so you double
Yeah, I'll
aim.
take a boost.
Go ahead and take that strain.
Yep.
You're the roller. You've got 2 light sides if you wish to use one.
Nah, we're fine. We'll just
All right.
roll. Oh,
Okay.
John Wick. Okay.
Dang.
Wow.
Headshot.
Oh, and I forget
Combat
that
roll.
your light blaster has accurate 1, so it has a boost die built into it as well. That's where that 3rd boost die came from. Very nice. So that's 9 damage. That is going to be, so that happens. I would like to know what it looks like.
Yeah, he's gonna be just holding his blaster up, slowly advancing. Not any in-game terms, but slowly advancing and just taking shots, just absolutely laying into the minions.
Very, very nice. I've got another PC slot. We can either have Lucia or Zaish go. Zaish is on holding his knees.
I'm okay with Zaish going and perhaps getting out of the way. So, I mean, Galosia will be utterly furious that that rude man punched our precious Doctor Boy.
I can go. I got the thing I want to do. So yeah, like Zay fully collapses and just like, that was extremely rude. And just rummage around in the bag and pulls out 2 needles and is just gonna jab them into this dude's foot.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna grab two of my anesthetics and just like go for it.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's do that as a melee check.
Yep, I will give myself the strain.
Do a force point.
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say
wanna
light
see it.
side for sure.
Do we want to? I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
doing this for
Yeah.
comedy purposes.
No, yeah, I know, but it's way funnier if it works.
Okay.
Well, and it's a good way to fish for a triumph, right?
It's true.
All right, so I have upgraded the roll. This is going to be a melee check.
Cool.
So here's what happens.
That's my kind of roll.
Zaish pulls out the two needles with the anesthetic in it, and just and they go down, and both needles just break against the boot, so they don't even penetrate the boot on the Lam. And the Lam just looks down and just kind of shakes his big old brainy head, looking at you. Go ahead and take one strain for me, if you would, Joe, for the threat.
Okay, that's still funny.
It works out.
All right. So
I was
now
worried
we
you were
got-
gonna have him accidentally give him a stim instead.
So the Lam's looking down, looking at you, has assessed that you are no longer a threat as he watches you
I was never a
pitifully
threat
try
to
take
begin with, you fool.
2 syringes through his steel-toed boots. So he immediately pulls the blaster pistol out and takes a shot at Dash. It's going to be 1 difficulty for him. He will use his maneuver to aim. He's going to get a setback because of the chaos.
Wait, who's going?
The Lam.
Didn't he punch the doc in the face?
Oh, he did. He already took a slot, right? Let me see if I got here. Yes. So it's going to be the minion group. So the minion group is going to fire on him. Thank you. And they can't take... Yeah, they can take that aim. Still got the setback. They're good. All right. They are not nearly as good as they were because there's only one of them left. But...
Jesus Christ.
No, something's wrong. Hold on.
Man, they're
Something's
very
wrong.
proficient
That's
with
wrong.
that.
We need
I'm
to
happy
size
it is wrong.
1.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's,
It's
that,
upgraded.
they
to
do not get
powerful.
3...
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna roll it from here. I don't know why I gave him...
These are the TIE pilots from before.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
God.
Why
Yeah,
does
one
it
of them
keep
became a
doing
bounty
that?
hunter.
Break out the dice.
Oh God, it's getting worse.
Stop
I don't
it!
All right, I'm just gonna
Dash
roll
is-
it. I'm just gonna
Dash
roll
is
it in the
TPK.
pool. Hold on. 1, and they only get 3 green. I don't know where it's getting the 3 yellows from. There we go. All right. So that is going to hit you for 8 damage, less your soak.
Right. It's 5 damage.
Okay. All right, we've got our last PC slot, which I believe is Lucia.
Yay. Okay, can I, if I take the 2 string, can I double aim?
Yep, you sure can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shout, how dare you punch that poor innocent doctor! I'm gonna take the double aim and shoot at the Lam.
Got it. So that's going to be 2 boost dice. Take the 2 strain. You've got 1 setback, 1 purple to go against. Are you flipping your last light side point?
No.
All right, so I will flip a dark side. And we're going to say that just the chaos is just making this that much more difficult. So you're going to get 1 red, 1 setback. You've got 2 boost. And I'm ready for you to roll on the holdout.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Shots go everywhere. You end up not hitting the Lam. Everything cancels out. We are back to the top
These
of the
things
order.
are-
Anybody can act.
I would like to be useful, please. Game. Dice roller, please.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that hard.
I think B5 probably.
How's she looking? Is she and
Resist.
also like mechanically, if
Mechanic,
if
she's
she,
more than half.
since she-
She's more than half wounds.
Oh, okay. So, but as just a rules question, since she's a hero NPC, what happens if she drops to 0 wounds? Does she die immediately, or?
All depends on what you want. So you get to decide that whether you want that to be lethal final
Okay.
damage or not.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then I will just go ahead and I'll aim and punch, and like just stay
All right.
doing like Wing Chun with her, like right up in her face.
And she is still prone. She is still prone because she was just
Oh,
able
she got
to
up.
get you. Oh, she did get up. Okay. All right. So yeah, you just got the one boost.
Yeah, she strained to get up and then punch.
That's right.
Get my character sheet back out.
As a reminder, you can aim and
Looking
punch.
Yep. Otherwise, you might not hit what you're trying to punch.
There you go.
And that's going to be another 6 with the Pierce 1.
And so can I? So the Vibronuclears also have the knockdown.
Yep. You
Can I
use your
activate
2
that
advantage.
without? Okay.
Yeah, that's so 2 advantages, unless otherwise stated. Any qualities take 2 advantage to activate. So yeah, you can knock her right back on her ass if you want.
Debating that or just critting. Let's crit. Let's crit again.
Oh,
Start
God, you
getting
got the crit.
bonuses.
Very nice. All right, this is going to be a plus 10.
Whoa!
Boom! Limb permanently lost.
I'm going
Punch
to
her leg
allow.
off?
Punch her arm off.
Kick her leg out of her leg?
I am going to allow B5 to tell me exactly what happens, and you have your choice of 4 limbs.
So again, I start the turn by saying,
Submit.
and when she doesn't immediately submit somehow, I'm going to do the actual Wing Chun like straightforward punch, but into like her shoulder, intending to like disable one of her arms, but the Vibronuclears just dig right into the flesh through her jacket and everything.
So
I'm gonna say it's not cut off, but it's
Right.
it's dangling.
So you punch her, and it's a little bit unexpected for you because apparently whatever armor she's wearing, you have found obviously a weak spot, right at where the shoulder hits, and she falls back. Her arm goes limp. There is an explosion of blood. You got blood all over your hand. She falls back, and she's not well.
Good
All
job,
right.
B5.
I would like. Is there any way I can roll that into like a coercion check? If I take like strain as a maneuver or something.
That'll be a second action is the only problem.
Okay.
So no,
That's
and I
okay.
don't think you need it.
right.
I don't think you're going to need it. So she's going to take the next action, and she immediately is turning tail, holding her maimed arm, and starts yelling as she runs away.
Run! Run!
And you see her take off. So she's going to use give up her action, and she's going to go from engaged with you to short to medium. She's running in the same direction that Dash came in on. So actually, Dash, she's actually running just past you as she's going. Next NPC slot is going to be one of the last minion. He immediately assesses and sees the situation and sees exactly what this droid just did and what this droid is. And he is also going to take 2 maneuvers to run and catch up with her. We've got 2 PC slots.
Can I? Is she still in my view?
She is.
Can I set my blaster to stun?
You can.
And
It's an incidental.
And I'll aim again for 2 more strain and shoot at her.
Ooh.
All right, and I'm going to give you another boost because she is not well. So
All
you're going to
right.
have 3 boosts going into this against 3 boosts and a purple, ready for you to try to stun her.
That's John Quick.
Good God.
So she's out. So we see
At
the
least one of us is good at these things.
we see the concentric circles come out of his blaster. This is obviously on stun setting. The whoop, 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 whoop. It hits her in the back. She falls flat on her face. The other bounty hunter doesn't even slow down. Just continues running away.
Craig, there's a
Brad,
light
got
shining
it.
directly in your camera.
Yeah, it's not the camera that's being used on the stream. It's a different camera. So you guys are just gonna have to put up with it.
Okay.
I think Kodo is a much better fighter than Dash.
B5 has assessed that he likes Kodo much more than he likes Dash.
Kodo was
In a
not made
fight.
for this.
In a fight, I will take Kodo.
Doctor,
That's really
don't-
funny.
please stop her from dying.
Okay.
I'll help. I'll help get him up and stuff.
All right, so we've got a PC slot before the LOM goes.
Um,
Go for it, Gal.
yeah.
Is there anything I could do with the advantages before he goes?
Yeah, what would you like? You've got 4
Could
of
I-
them.
Could I pass on a boost die?
You can pass
Or-
4 boost die if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll pass boost dies on.
Okay.
All right, so the next action is going to get 4 boosts.
We're
Whatever
gonna
that action
atta-
is. I just
Yeah.
so it's going to be and just to be clear, it's going to be up to
Yeah.
4. So whatever the next action is, I need you to explain why you're able to assist, and we'll decide how many of those 4 turn into boosts.
Okay. Oh, come on. Why is this not working? I lost my character sheet. Give me 1 sec. What? It's not showing up with anything. There it is. Okay, good. Good. Thank you, Roll20. This isn't really a lie, so this is going to have to be a coerce. I'm going to aim my weapon at him and be like, all your friends are gone or dead. Put your weapon down or we're going to blow a bunch of holes into you.
Right. So considering everything that's been happening, I have no problem giving 4
Yeah.
4 boosts to this coercion check, and this is against the LOM, right?
Yeah.
All right, and it is going to be 2 difficulty. I'm ready for a coercion.
Not good at threatening. Let's try this.
Hey.
Count it.
I did a thing.
There we go.
Technically, okay, never mind. I was going to say Dash did more work than I did.
So the LOM immediately sees what the situation is, has got this holdout blaster in his face. He drops his blaster, he puts his hands up.
This was only business. We'll be on our way.
And he's got his hands up.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We're gonna have a little bit of a discussion there, friend. Why don't you sit down for now?
So I'm going to take us out of structured time. Our bounty hunters minions are gone. 2 being dead on the floor. 1 has taken off. We've got the lovely bounty hunter woman is currently sleeping. And the LOM is unarmed.
I'll help. I start helping Zaysh along to the woman to get her stabilized.
Could you
Yeah.
please, like, princess carry me?
I'll be over there
Yeah,
with my
totally.
foot on her back.
I'll actually
and, blaster to her head.
I'll suggest we drag her and the LOM inside the shop and shut the door.
In shop.
Yeah.
We still need
Yep, the
those
door's
repair
open.
modules.
Yeah, we do need repair modules. Well,
Well,
we probably have like
maybe
a
let's-
table for surgery or something. It's better than the dirty street.
So you,
Yeah, if we're dragging them inside, I'm like,
Sorry about your door.
Once they're inside, Gal's going to take the time to move the corpses to a place that's less conspicuous, and just give a quick rifle through their pockets before going back inside the shop and closing the door.
Good.
All right. So let's go back into our repair shop. All right, so you guys head back into this repair shop. As far as what you're able to pilfer, go ahead and add 300 credits between the two of them, Doug, and then you also pick up, if you want them, 2 heavy blaster pistols. Just jot them down, and a blaster rifle.
Okay. I will write those down.
So you guys drag in, and the shop owner, you can see him. He's like in the back room, kind of peeking his head out as you guys drag them in. Once inside, Joe, did you want to do a medicine check on the woman?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna take some strain because it takes a little bit of time to like actually deal with critical injuries. I'm gonna see if I can reattach an arm with what I have. It's probably not gonna go ideal. A lot of
No. I want to see her with a robot arm.
I mean,
Prevention.
This will be a hard check to try to basically repair the arm.
Arm.
be right back, guys.
Yeah, man. I'm ready when you are, sir.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
That
do
was
some
not
medicine.
intentional.
All right, so you're able to see
Oh.
where the severed ligaments and vessels are, and you're able to get there. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you are going to be able to make her arm functional again.
How much for this process? How much strain do you want me to take?
Just one strain.
Okay.
We are going to need need you to try to clear out that
Yes.
critical on yourself at some point. And we're out of structured time, so while he's working on her, I'd like to know what Dash and B5 are doing. I assume we're closing the door behind you.
Yeah. I will. I think I'm just watching Zaish, kind of like being conflicted about the arm being repaired.
Yeah, I was going to say the shopkeeper's behind the counter, right?
He's actually like in the back room, kind of peeking
In the
out.
back room. I'll look at Gal and say, oh, I'll peek my head over to the shopkeep and kind of saunter over and say, so about those repair modules that we were looking to pick up.
So the box is still on the counter, where he was. Just take them. Yeah. Take them. They're on the house.
I'll pick up the box and look at Gal and kind of just shake my head like, well, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
This is going to be basically the equivalent of 3 repair patches. So if you, Cody, want to add
cool.
plus 3 repair patches to your inventory.
Will do.
Am I watching the lawn? Yeah.
Yeah, the llama is just, he's got his hands up.
All right, buddy. What's this about a bounty now?
We were notified of a hut bounty on the 4 of you. This was only business.
Oh, I understand. Your job is a bounty hunter, and I guess we have a bounty out for who exactly?
Give us
I
the
only know-
details of the bounty.
It is a hut bounty, 10,000 credits for each of you that we bring back dead or alive.
Ooh. Nice. All right.
I just see Gal go, yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm worth something.
Nice, some cred.
I had asked for who, because I don't think they specified exactly. Okay, so he explained that all 4 of us.
Yes, it's
Or
on
then-
all
okay.
4 of you, and it's from the huts.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that we're going to have a nice, amicable relationship here after my friend gets done saving your friend's life. Also, Gallo slap him.
Okay.
He is an unarmed doctor, and you punched him in the face. You
That is a
better
fair
apologize when he's done.
I am very sorry.
Apology accepted. This is a lot of blood.
What's the difficulty on your crit, Joe?
Oh, so it is. I think it's 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3. It's also upgraded because I will be fixing myself.
Correct. So I'm ready for a medicine check on yourself. But I'm going to give you a boost because I would imagine B5 or Dash is helping you hold some instruments and.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
All right, so you're
Let me
set.
actually just check something real quick. Just double checking all the, because despite being a doctor, I very rarely had to do any doctory things. Just making sure I don't have any anything else. No, just the extra ones. Cool. Let's see what I can do for myself.
Very nice, my friend. So you can go ahead and remove that crit from your sheet. So what was it that? So what was the injury ultimately that was causing you to be so wounded, and how were you able to fix it?
Oh boy, I think it's on the brink. So like if I guess like we're kind of doing like a gut punch. So I feel like it's almost I don't know how I would. It's like Star Wars science is weird. So let's just say
You're
it
an
was like.
alien.
Yeah, it
Smell
was
it.
like it was a punctured lung of some sort, like just
Sack.
making me suffer as I kept doing things. So it's really about like kind of resetting where the where any like impact actually hit, and then like I'll like synth skin and stuff like that is a thing that it exists within
Yep.
this world, and like it's gonna take like a little bit, like the worst of it is dealt with. Like I'm still gonna be in a lot of pain, but yeah, I'm
Done.
doing better.
All right. We still have the llama, and we have a woman still knocked out on the ground. But it looks like when she does wake up, she will have regained functioning on her right arm.
Boo.
I'm sorry to
I love the
undercut
narrative of her coming back with a robot arm, looking
What?
for vengeance on the robot.
I'm sorry to undercut how cool B5 is, but it's like say she would fix like someone's loose
Oh,
arm
of
if you
course.
could.
Of course.
What kind of armor was she wearing?
Oh
No
god.
shoulder armor, apparently.
Let me see.
Do you think it'll
if I-
fit you?
Gal has been going to the gym lately, so there's a possibility.
Whatever it is, I don't have it listed here, and
Yeah.
it won't fit you anyway.
Oh, I was gonna think the doc might need some protection.
Eh,
You know what? I'm good with that. So it'll be, let's say here. Let me just quick look at here. How much was her soak? Yeah, we'll
lot.
call it something later, but it'll give you it's +2 soak. So let's call it armored clothing. So yeah, if Zaysh, yeah, it fits you, Zaysh, if you want to add that to your inventory.
I mean, so I feel like the way this works is Zaysh wouldn't steal a woman's clothing because he's operating on her. But what I assume happened is like Zaysh
Oh, yeah.
very carefully like removed the jacket itself, like the actual like main armor part of it, and like slung it over a chair just so he could like get to the arm proper. And maybe it's not there and like just behind Gal's back to be given to him later.
Merry Christmas! Don't worry about the blood.
Poor
Just
woman.
don't get punched in the shoulder.
Okay. Are we pretty much
Do we know
done?
their names?
No.
All right.
Not
What are we
yet.
gonna do with the? What are we gonna do with these two?
Identify yourselves.
I am Cooks. Just a simple bounty hunter.
Just a simple man making my way across the galaxy.
No such thing. What is the woman's name?
That is Veda.
Does she know anything about the bounties that you do not?
We all received the same information in the cantina soon after you left.
Who gave you
And
this
he-
information?
We do not know them. We assumed they were agents of the Hut.
Okay. So, I know what I would do in this situation. I'm assuming you guys aren't the most fond of just executing people, so I want to hear some ideas.
Is it
We've
not
made our
as-
point. We can be on our way. Wait, let's.
I was going to say we should make sure that they can't report to whoever they might have gotten this bounty from until we leave.
I'm gonna go up to Cooks and just grab him by the throat.
You will wait 10 days to report back your failure.
I'll do a coercion if necessary.
I can wait 12 if that would be better.
That would be great.
I said 10.
10 it is.
Important to keep control of the situation.
We know who's in charge.
I respect
I'm gonna
that.
do the rough release thing that you see in movies.
All right. He's now gone over and he's trying to attend to Veda, to the woman. He kind of looks up and is kind of giving you the look of like, can I go?
Okay.
She'll need to not use that arm for at least several weeks. Just make sure she is acutely aware of the damages that could happen if she overexerts the wound. I had very little equipment here, but I've done what I can. Just keep her relatively safe. Probably no more bounty hunting for a bit. Otherwise, it would just exacerbate and it might just pop off.
So this is completely
Write-
not
write her a
canon,
script.
but this has to be exactly. This has to happen. Zaysh pulls out a small pad of paper, jots down a prescription.
Yeah,
Take 3 of
here are
these.
some medications that I would recommend. There are some particularly strong painkillers. I've also written down a helpline just in case there is issues with addiction and the medication. I know that in times of stress, people can find comfort in the release of pain. Just be a good friend and keep her on the straight and narrow.
So the
Friends
lab
don't
is
let
so
friends
confused.
get obligations.
He's so confused. He takes the script from you and like just holds it as he just drags the woman out of the repair shop. You guys have the box of goodies there. Where are we headed?
Um,
I would like to go to a weapons retailer.
yeah, I think we're
Done.
gonna need.
Also, I need repairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow along here because
Yes, good
now
idea.
now knowing that we have a wanted status and that the ship is fine.
Just a bit of fluff. We have her close. He'll take out whatever the equivalent of a space wallet is, and you'll toss it to the shopkeep and be like, "Sorry for the troubles. Also, we were never here."
He's just nodding. He's scared to death of you guys.
Beautiful.
I hope she carries cash.
All right. Now, hopefully, we won't get shot at in the next door.
All right, so I am willing to montage the shopping. So let's quickly go over what's going to be picked up. So what are we picking up, B5 at the weapon shop?
I don't know if I'm gonna be allowed to get one, but
I would like to purchase a torpedo launcher.
Torpedo launcher. So a rocket launcher.
What?
It's specifically
I mean,
a
your
torpedo.
words.
Specifically what, DZ?
Your words, a rocket launcher. I was looking at various. There's like and I don't know how rarity works either. Like if we'll have to like roll to be able to see if I can even get one of these. But there's an anti-personnel torpedo launcher that's a rarity 5.
Oh,
Well, that might just be the ammunition. Hold on.
yeah, that's the ammunition.
It's the ammunition.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
the launcher itself is 2,000. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's rarity 6 restricted, so no,
Oh, okay.
the wheel does. There's no.
And also
it
it's
sells.
yeah, and torpedoes specific. Okay, I was looking at like the ammo and stuff, and it wasn't clear which one was which. So hold on, let me quick search for rocket. I guess if I can't get a rocket launcher, then whatever, fine.
Just going through the
All right.
flipping through the catalog in the store.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Anything else we want to do shopping wise before we finish the evening out on the Silent Winter?
I need to visit a pet shop.
Okay. So
I
we're
require
see a
repairs.
montage of you walking into a pet shop.
Yes.
And what are
You
we
want one of those
purchasing at
bat
the pet shop?
things?
I'm looking for a loth cat, specifically the fattest, angriest one they have.
So, as it would turn out, they only have one left, and it is extremely obese. What is the cat's name?
No, we're gonna even do this. He's buying it, unless it's like thousands upon thousands of. No, okay.
You buy it.
He's gonna
You buy
walk
it.
out
That's
of the shop with this thing in the carrier, like struggling to lift it, and he's just gonna hoist it up to everyone else. Say hello to Bargos.
Nice.
You see, it's a good luck charm to have an animal on your vessel. Collects all the bad luck. The worse they are, the better the luck they give.
And you can hear the cats in it.
I love you too.
Did you also remember to buy
I'm
food
stayed up.
as well as
One sec.
winter accoutrement?
Just
Right.
gonna hand him some
Assumed. Yeah.
Walk back inside and get cat food.
Done.
And
you got
litter.
cat food as well. And litter.
Okay. Yeah. How much is that putting me back?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I would like to also get a smuggler's coat.
Ooh, okay. How much do those run for on the list? Let's take a look.
1,600 is the cost, I think.
Yep, and where you are, it'll cost the 1,600.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and jot that down. I'll fill out the stats for it.
Okay.
What is the what's the soak on the smuggler's coat?
It's 1 and 1. It's 1 soak, 1 defense, or whatever that stat is.
Yeah, so that's good. So, all right, and let's see, your armor is heavy clothing, which gives 1 soak. So yeah, go ahead and just add smuggler's coat with 1
Okay.
soak, 1 defense. And I will go ahead and add the defense to your stat sheet. It won't change your soak. But now, and you'll have to remind me of this, anybody who attacks you, whether it be in melee or in range attack, is going to get a setback die. That's what the 1 defense does.
Awesome.
Mhm.
I just wanted to, smuggle stuff, but this is even better.
All right, so we're back on the ship.
Oh, I
and
do want to
we've
pick
got-
up medical supplies.
We also need the
That's-
spike.
Oh yeah.
Pick up the spike.
So let's go ahead and what was the? I forget. You still owed it half more on the spike. Do you remember what that was? I can go back and look it up. So you
Was
guys
it-
pick up
was
the
it-
spike.
It was, I thought, 50.
Yeah, I think it was
15?
1,500 left
Yeah.
left to spend on it.
No, it was
Yeah, that's what I
15
remembered.
total. I thought.
1,500, yeah, and you did the 750 you already paid. So just go ahead and knock
Yeah.
off another 750 on your credits.
Okay.
You picked up the data spike. So there's a couple checks that are going to need to happen before you guys go to bed. One. let's do a quick
Wait.
Oh.
How does rarity work exactly?
The higher the rarity, the worse it is. So what are you looking at? And I'll tell you whether you can find it on the wheel.
Well, there's a grenade launcher that's
What's the rarity on it?
4.
I think I can take negotiation checks.
So we can do a streetwise check for that. With rarity 4, it's going to be a hard
sure.
check. So 3 purple. Who wants to take it?
I'll
Who wants
take
to
it.
Press streetwise.
I
Me.
can assist.
All right, I'll give a boost for the assist.
3, 2, 1. You ready?
Go
Yep.
for
Okay.
it. Oh, I thought you meant. Ha!
So you don't find one. But,
Don't?
oh boy.
With a
no, there's no
Triumph?
Successes.
Triumph.
But you got it.
Triumph
Triumph.
counts. Triumph
Oh,
counts as a
It
success.
has a
Correct, but
success,
if-
but it was cancelled out by the
Yeah,
failures.
it's included in the.
Okay.
What does the Triumph give you?
You find the ammo.
No, throw something else at me, DZ. You don't find the grenade launcher, but
Let me look. What else is here? Hmm.
Running aside for 2 seconds.
yeah, man.
I'm trying to look at the rest of the stuff is mostly like just the various ammunition you can get for grenade launchers, or like I had a specific one I was looking for, so I could just say like, oh, I'll take this other one instead, but I doubt that.
No, but if you want, pick out 3 grenades.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Pick out 3 grenades, no charge. That's the Triumph.
Ooh, a mercy grenade.
So go ahead and
That's
just
cute.
jot down what 3
Okay.
grenades you want on your sheet.
Grenades.
Yeah, I'll go grab a noise grenade, maybe.
Sticky grenades.
Spray foam grenade, yes please.
Yep,
This
those are,
went up.
And a knockout.
all right. You've got add those 3 to your sheet, no charge.
Okay.
They fell off a truck somewhere, and you picked them up.
Yeah.
Hey, look what I found off the back of a truck.
Okay, so
I
we're
guess that will do.
great. We're back at the ship. The Bargos is not happy to be on this ship. Is already tore. The nice Trex had a really nice leather couch that was kind of in the common area there. It's already ripped that leather couch to shreds. And I just imagine Gal coming in there and at the same time being angry and kind of, this is exactly what I was looking for.
Yes.
Just an angry Lothcat. We need to do a few things. One, we've got Dash has got some damage, and Lucia has taken damage. Zace has already had medical attention. And B5 needs some attention. And then we also need to do a computers check for the spike. So what order do we want to do all of these checks in?
I'll be fine. I got alcohol.
That is not how that works.
What do you know about the human body, B5? Besides how to rip its arms off. Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's next? Let's do the spike first. That's going to be
Yeah,
an
put the
easy
spike in
check.
first, I think.
Let's do a mechanics from Dash.
All right. Got here.
And this is to install our spoofer.
Oh,
Well,
Okay. So it's installed, and casual looking at this, it'll come up as the Silent Winter, but if anybody does some digging, they'll be able to see the remnants of the Silent Hunter still there. So that's done. Do we want to, while we're there, do a mechanics check on B5?
yeah. I was gonna say I wanna look at B5 and try and repair him.
Yep. So that's going to be another easy check because he's below half.
Can I use
Maybe
a
use
light
some of
side
those
point?
proper points.
You sure can. Use a light side.
Thank you.
I will upgrade it. Ready when you are.
All right. Ooh.
That's everything.
Wow.
So
Do you have
Dang.
do you have a crit, DZ?
I don't know.
Okay, so just go ahead and zero yourself out. No wounds.
I have
All
one
right.
strain as well.
Just clear it out.
Okay.
All right, so let's go with Dash on the table with Zaysh taking a look at the blaster fire that Dash took. First thing, Dash, I'd like you to do is either a discipline or a cool check for your strain.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm the same.
Okay, so nothing on the stress. Let's do a medicine check. You are below half, so it's an easy check with 1 purple. I'm ready when you are, Zaysh. All right, so that'll get rid of 3 strain and heal you 2.
And an extra one for surgeon.
Ah, an extra success, so it'll heal you 3. All right, so that's that. Let's put Gal on the table.
Oh, I have 2 ranks in that, so it's actually 4.
Great, so that's another heal. Dash, you
okay.
did the strain backwards, I think.
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
Okay, great. All right, so let's go ahead, and you did your wounds backwards.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do Gal. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be an easy check. He's below half. So that's going to be 5 repair and all your strain. So I think that makes you healthy, doesn't it, Gal?
Repair.
Are
Yeah.
there any advantages left over for the strain?
It'll clear his
okay.
strain out, yeah.
Yeah, 4, so you'd have 2 left.
Can I say that, like, I'm actually doing my own job, which is like somewhat of a relief, and
No question.
take the other 2.
Please do. All right, so Gal, you have 0 strain, 0 wounds. Zaysh has, you can go ahead and zero that out, Zaysh.
Okay.
Zaysh has 0 strain. Dash, remember you count up, buddy. Right now I'm showing you a 10 strain.
Oh, goodness.
Is
So I
Let's see.
think you only have 1 wound and 2 strain.
Yeah, it should be 1 wound and 2 strain. Yeah.
I'm showing 10 and 11 on you, so let me just take a look here.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. All right, good.
Awesome.
All right. Anything before we make a night of it? All right. So, next morning, I imagine Zaysh is up early making tea for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're anticipating the IT droid should be arriving right around 10 o'clock, say an hour or so from now. Anything we want to do in this hour before our protocol droid is delivered?
Yes. I would like to, since with last expenditure of experience points, I took a rank in computers, thanks to some things that have happened previously. But I would like to have a look at the spike to see if at any point, like, I could replicate that if I had the materials, like kind of looking at like how it works.
Here's what I'm going to do is I'll give you 4 boost on constructing a new one, because you guys got the 4 advantage in the installation, and we can use those 4 advantages that if you wanted to create a spike, I would give you 4 advantages to creating a spike. It'll take about a day or 2 to do, but yes.
Okay, I just kind of want to make the check to know that I can.
You can. You've got.
Okay,
That's
cool.
That's not that. We don't need to roll for that.
Okay, cool. But it might be nice to have a spare one.
You got to come up with a good, clever name, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
you thinking we're gonna run into needing to change it again? We need to change the other word, like the violent winter.
Yes.
No,
Violent
Z-
winter.
Zaysh is going to completely move away from the silent anything.
All right. I am going to go ahead and also take care of the repairs. So hull trauma is going to go down to just 5 with no system strain. So the silent hunter. I need to change its name
Yeah.
Silent Winter.
to
Come on.
the Silent Winter.
Paid a lot of money for that.
Yeah,
All right.
geez.
So your ship is updated. So repairs are finished. I think you owe another 1,000 credits for that. For the second half of those repairs. So let's drop another 1,000 in our credit pool. I think Gal has all of those.
Yep.
And Dash, you're pretty anxious. I think getting off the wheel is something that you more than anybody is ready to do. You're checking your watch, and it appears whoever was supposed to deliver this droid is already 20 minutes late.
So I'll be looking at my watch and kind of glancing up at Gal and B5, whoever's nearby, and say, the droid delivery seems a little late. Should we go back to Isotech, or we have a problem here?
Gal will wake up from his nap.
Let's go investigate.
Gal's napping. I'm going to be by the door yelling that then.
Gal steps out into the main area as he wakes up from his nap. And you can see his pajama pants that he's wearing from the knee down, completely shredded.
Nice.
So the cat had a field day
And his
with his pajama pants.
Doc, do you have any sort of like salve for tiny scratches?
Yes, I picked some up.
Thank you.
Also, we probably should have checked, but I'm pretty sure. Is anyone allergic? Because I have some antihistamines.
Yes.
Well, I can't do much about that, I'm afraid.
Do we have any sort of contact with Rome via comlink or?
Yeah, you can definitely contact the Isotech office directly. Sure.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and load up the comlink and kind of try to get in contact with Rome.
So the equivalent of ring, ring, ring,
Yeah.
ring, 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 no answer.
We're not getting any answer from Rome. I
All right.
don't think we should stay here.
We don't want to go to the office to investigate.
Let's quickly check the office, and then we can leave right after. I'm gonna put pants on.
And the one thing to keep in mind is Rome. I think Rome made a very strong case that you're going to want to get your hands on this droid. He definitely made it very clear that it's possible that if our captain is still alive, that he may not take too kindly to strangers.
So we're heading out.
All right, so smash cut. You guys are now walking up to where the office to Isotech is. The door is open. You guys walk into the office, and there are 2 security agents dead on the floor.
That's an issue.
Huh.
Senseless.
That's probably bad.
The desk droid that was behind the desk has been ripped from the desk and is completely deactivated and on the floor.
Do we hear any sort of sounds of fighting going on?
You do not.
Is there a way to like interact with the droid to replay what it witnessed before it was deactivated?
So you get over there and you go to the board and you can see the back of its head has been ripped out. So whatever kind of data was being stored on this essentially a reception protocol droid has been ripped out of it.
I'll go ahead and draw my blaster just in case things go south.
Yeah.
John Wick
Gal
draws his blaster.
Yeah,
Gal will do the same. He's going to go ahead and very sneakily head back further into the building to investigate.
So
Perhaps
guys,
I
for the
should go
first
first.
Are you good at snaking B5?
I'm good at taking blaster fire.
Apparently, I'm also good at that.
Gal wins just because he's been practicing.
Go ahead. We're
So
doing stealth.
for the first time, you go beyond just the reception area of Isotech. You go through the door to the back area. You see undisturbed office space as you go, and then you can see in the far back what appears to be a lab area. And there are two people in white coats. They've got their heads covered like this, and they're kind of crouched down, and you can see it through the glass. You press the door, and one of them goes, they took the message pod, and they took the droid.
Slow down. Who is they?
It was a bunch of Rhodians.
Oh.
Figures.
Okay.
They just left.
Oh. Okay, thank you. You're okay, right? You don't need any... You weren't shot or anything?
No,
Did
we're
they
fine.
say
We're
where they were
fine.
going?
They
Okay.
did not.
Just take off at a sprint.
So Gal immediately heads to the front door. And Gal, as you come out the front door, you're looking to your left, to your right. You see the crowded streets. Knowing that you're looking for Rhodians, you see a group of Rhodians. It's hard to tell. It could be 3, it could be 5, it could be 6 of them. And you see them, and they've got a repulsor sled. And you see a very old protocol droid on the sled. And they're pushing their way through the crowd to head out. Credits start to roll as episode 6 of The Good, the Scum, and the Villainy ends.
I was going to
Of
say,
course,
if only
now
we
tradi-
just picked up something that can ensnare a bunch of people.
So as the credits roll, we get to the post-credits scene, and the post-credits scene is a close-up of this protocol droid on this repulsor sled being towed by a group of Rhodians as they navigate their way through the streets of the Wheel. And the protocol droids, its eyes flicker on.
This is most unusual. This is most unusual.
And the credits fade. All right. So let's do a few things. One, let's go ahead and check our obligation. So who wants to roll the obligation? Who's our hot roller? I think it was Dash.
Not me. Please, no.
What do you want me to roll?
So you just roll a D100. So on the far left there, you should see a little dice icon on the toolbar.
Let's see. On the Roll20 toolbar?
Yep, on the far left there, you should have a little toolbar, and you should be able to see the ability to roll a die. Do you see that?
I see dice pool. Is that where it's at?
No.
I can do it if we just want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just roll a D100 for me.
There you go.
Right. So we've got the bounty of Bargos the Hutt bounty on B5. So B5, drop your strain by 2, your strain threshold, and that'll be our obligation for next session. And now let's talk XP. Let's see, we got a good solid 2 hours of play in here, so let's go ahead and do everybody default 10 with Dash getting 20. Because those were some very nice rolls, my friend. So everybody's going to get 10, to the exception of Dash with 20. I want to discuss how the session went with the cast. Anybody who's watching, if you have any questions for the cast, feel free to drop them into chat, and I will share your question with them. I want to start off with Gal. What did we think? What did Mr. Lucia feel about our little adventure at the wheel?
Getting shot hurts. He's maybe not as good at shooting as he thought he was. But all
like
of
they're
that's
lying.
yeah, all of that's going away. We have the good luck charm, so we'll be fine. I got a brand new coat to replace the clothes I had that have the blaster shot wound. And B5 actually listened to me when I said the thing, so
Yes.
So I'd be curious.
I got to
for
play
Doug,
my pre-recorded message.
I'm very proud of you. So, Doug, I'd be curious, as a player, what are our thoughts about what's ahead of you and ahead for the crew?
I'm terrified we're going to get into another fight. I just got over the last one. I just want to go.
I just want to go.
I mean,
Get
maybe
off
I
this
could
damn rock.
possibly lie at them, but they just shot up a bunch of people, so probably not. We'll see. I'll come up with something.
Take a point in your blaster skill.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you've got a new career tree to pick stuff from too, though.
Yeah, which doesn't help with fighting
Yeah,
too much.
speaking of which, we didn't bring that up. So last session,
yeah.
Doug opened up a new specialization, a universal specialization of ship captain. And what drove that decision, Doug?
Because no one stopped him. The group was listening to Gal, and Gal kind of got drunk off of that power a little bit. And hey, they're still listening to him, so I'm the captain now. And
Did
they
you
have
even
to do
tell
what I
us?
say, probably.
My hope is that one of the first purchases on that tree is going to be Pride and Joy,
Oh, yeah.
which allows you to consider the Silent Winter as your Pride and Joy vehicle, and you're going to get potentially all kinds of bonuses down the tree once you've identified that. So
I'm so excited.
DZ, how are we feeling about things? What's happened so far, where you are now, and where the crew is headed?
Good. I had a successful combat encounter where I appeared competent at what I'm supposed to be doing. So couldn't be more pleased with that. I did not open the session thinking I was going to punch someone's arm off. So
Good job.
That was a
yeah,
good crit.
that was a really fun encounter, and yeah, looking forward to possibly using some of these grenades that I found, that Gal found.
What does Dash think?
Yeah. Never split the party unless for cinematic purposes, of course, right?
Yeah.
Completely thought that was a
Yeah.
montage. Was not. And am also discovering that Dash is apparently John Wick with a blaster.
Jesus Christ.
I think he's gotten a good stroke of luck. He was not a sharpshooter in a past life. But he's feeling
Those are good
confident.
rolls.
Yeah, he's feeling
those are-
confident.
Those are good rolls. Do you have any preliminary thoughts on how you're going to spend your 20 XP? Where's Dash headed?
I'm thinking about probably more piloting for the auxiliary fighter. So either piloting space, gunnery, or small arms.
Very nice. Very nice. Last but not least, I'd like to hear from Joe. Joe, I'd love to kind of get an idea of really like big picture. How are we feeling about, the first 6 sessions? What do you think about the potential job ahead of you?
Yes, finally I got to experience the consequences of not playing a combat character, and I absolutely love it. I got to do some doctoring things, so yay.
And you kept that guy tied up the entire fight.
He did.
Yeah. I'm a distraction. Yeah, like big picture stuff. Both I and Zaish are very excited about exploring some Clone Wars era stuff. Bit of a damper on it with it being with our route there being hijacked by Rhodians. I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I'm very excited to start playing into some other stuff that I have coming down the pipeline. I have some ideas on what I'm going to be looking to do with Zaish, and just spending more time hanging out with his crew, and yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to some stuff.
All right, so let's do a little bit of plugging here real quick. So for those of you that are watching, if you're not already a subscriber to the Tabletop Talk podcast, it's called Tabletop Talk by Third Floor Wars. It's on all of the platforms. Make sure you subscribe to it. We've got another actual play that's in audio form only happening there. It is the Fistful of Credits crew. One thing that is interesting is that it's the exact same universe and timeline that this crew is on. As a matter of fact, the bounty hunters that they encountered here, the Fist has already encountered them as well. So this is an NPC group that has done work for the Hutts and all, Bargos the Hutt. They also have a bounty on them from Bargos. So it's something that is a nice little overlap between these two different crews. We'll have to see if there's a day where the two crews end up in the same spot at the same time. We'll have to see how that plays out. But episode 4 or session 4 of that crew just came out on the podcast. So if you have enjoyed this and would like to hear another crew in the same universe go, make sure you get the Tabletop Talk podcast from Third Floor Wars. Upcoming streams, I think the only one that we have got scheduled now is the let's see, we're looking at the 28th for the session 7 of this crew. It'll be at 2:00 Eastern on Sunday the 28th. And then, Joe, do we have... When is our next
I
Blades?
believe it's the Thursday before that,
Let's take a look here.
but I could be entirely wrong. I'm bad with dates.
I think we had to push it. I'm trying to see where we pushed it to. Yes, the 25th. That's correct. So the 25th at 6:30 Eastern is the next actual play of Blades in the Dark, which Joe is a part of that cast as well. We've been having a ton of fun doing that. You can catch up on that crew both on Twitch and YouTube. We've got the past sessions. This is going to be, what, session 4 or 5 coming up, Joe? It's 4, right?
4, yeah.
Yep, so it'll be session 4 going on their 3rd score. And if you're not familiar with Blades in the Dark, much like Star Wars, these are my 2 favorite role-playing games right now. Is the Star Wars system and the Blades in the Dark system. Last but not least, yesterday I did a quick overview of my first impressions of City of Mist, which is a recent purchase of mine. So if you're interested in seeing me go through and look at how City of Mist works, you can catch that on our YouTube and our Twitch as well. For everybody that stuck around to the end, I appreciate it. Thanks to my cast for being here, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.